Alright, timestamp. It is July 16th, 2026. Excuse me. Not you. You're awesome. My dog just goosed me for some reason. Oh, because I'm making a recording. Sure. It's got to be about him. About 4:40 a.m. I'm exhausted, and I smell like a beast of the field. I'm going to take a shower here in a few. So be sure to check out my OnlyFans for that, of course. I need to do laundry, though. And apparently, I need to let the dogs out. You almost had the rhythm right. It's supposed to be a bark, not a whine, but actually I appreciate you doing the whine and not the bark, because, yeah. You barked earlier, my ears are still ringing from it. It's part beagle. Apparently they're very chatty. I'm used to it from huskies. My parents raised huskies when I was a kid back up in Pennsylvania, so I didn't realize beagles were talkative, though. I know if you've seen him on video, he looks like a shepherd. Mama was a beagle. Dad wasn't. He just keeps messing with the cats. They keep punching him in the face. Got a lot done. Got a lot done. I still have a lot to do. I mean, around here, that's kind of a gimme, right? Reflecting back to talking to one of my dad's friends 6 months ago. I said we were hoping to have this wrapped up in 2 years. In my opinion, the guy's kind of a meathead anyway, but he snorted, 2 years. Have you seen the place? I have been asked dumber questions. Not with any kind of regularity, but we were doing a garage sale. We were in the driveway. He came here to the garage sale, and that, have you seen the place? His wife was with him. She kind of rolled her eyes and was like, pretty sure he has, It's gotta be tough, ma'am. So, yeah. Really hoping to keep it close to that 2-year mark. No. Making some Harry and David milk chocolate peanut butter. Have some coffee. Take my shower. I'm probably going to do my laundry in the morning. I do have some basic utility that I can change into, but I am out of long pants. I packed light coming here, so. Okay, Janus. Hi, bud. You okay? Just decided to bolt in front of me. I'm gonna refill my coffee and then go take a look and see what I have done. Health check. Feel pretty good. Still got a little bit of the scratchy in the back of my throat, but I mentioned this I think yesterday, day before. I've upped my vitamin C intake, and it's not as scratchy as it was before. So, do a little bit of creamer and some milk in my coffee. Walmart order. I don't think I mentioned this. Did a like $40 Walmart order the other day, and ordered a gallon of milk. So we had about a half a gallon. I try and make sure that I've always got a backup because, again, I've got the equivalent of 2 teenagers here plus me. Cereal, things like that. It's like piranha. For no real reason in particular, because sometimes they mess up with the orders, you know. They sent me 3 gallons of milk. Now I know this from a food oops before, and just doing retail in general. Stores typically can't take, hey, rent. They can't typically take food back. I mean, they can, but they're just going to discard it. Reason being, and I've been on that side of the counter, I don't know if you've done something to it. You know, if it's a gallon of milk, I don't know if you left it in the sun all day. I don't know if you put something in it and resealed it. It's not worth the liability. So if a return is done, we'll return it and then write it out, check it out, zoom it out. I've heard a lot of different, every store has their own terminology. Mark it down, you know. Put my tape away, because I've been busy doing stuff. But I, just out of courtesy, I don't even remember what it was. Apologies. They sent me extras of something. This is a while ago. And I called and let them know. I'm like, do you want the driver to come back, pick it up? And they were like, keep it with our compliments. You know, if you don't like it, throw it away, what have you, but it's our mistake. We're not, it's all good. So, at this point, when they make that kind of mistake, I don't even, it is mine at this point. So yeah, I've got 3.5 gallons, well, not 3.5 anymore, but got milk? Yep, we got milk. So I think Tiny made pancakes yesterday morning. It's kind of that whole, okay, because we don't want to waste, you know. We've got them in the back of the, 2 of the gallons in the back of the fridge, where it is so cold that milk sometimes does freeze a little bit, so that should help preserve them. But we're in that situation of, how can we use milk more rapidly? So I'm probably going to make some kind of a cream-based soup tomorrow. I've got some rice that I already made. So if I do like a cream soup, milk base, right? I think I have some cream of mushroom, cream potato, something like that. Chop up some extra veg. I have some mushrooms in the freezer too. Let's make a very large batch. It's not really a hardship at that point, right? Oh no, good food. You know, because I am good at what I do. I'm not a master chef or anything like that. But I'm good. Still sporting the incredibly good Bugs Bunny mug. That's fantastic. Mr. Hyde Bunny. So, let's go on a walk. And Tiny did some stuff in the lanai. Mostly took the day off. Requested it because gaming with friends. Do you need to go outside? Is that why I'm getting mugged currently? I'll lay outside, but Tanner, you want to go too? Okay. Come on. Tanner, come on. Tanner, come on. Thank you. Kids. So, pulling out about every one of the pink totes that's out here. There's actually still a couple that I wasn't able to get to because they're under things. Alright, so we still got to clean the white cabinets that were on the lanai. That's on Tiny's list of things to do. The wall of totes that was there, not as much wall. Went through them. 3 of them were miscellaneous toys from my office back at George. Because I had toys all over my office. And my wife kind of scooped them pretty much and like put them in totes for me to look through. But like I got some like Marvel Imaginext, Star Trek, Star Wars. 3 medium totes worth. So this is a bit of a segue and a pain in the butt, but it's also fantastic because with all of these that I've set up, I got Resident Evil, Disney, Star Wars, 4-inch figure vehicles. That's for those weird one-offs that I have like one vehicle, so it's not enough to really justify using a whole, plastic tote for said craft. Doctor Who, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Shark. I picked up some of the G.I. Joe Sharks. That'll be a fun vehicle to modify. I think I have 4 of them. Fantasy, Critter, Xeno, Aliens, Walking Dead. I've got some political figures, Star Wars. You get the gist. So now I've got all those figures and toys isolated basically down to 1 medium tote and these boxes over here. So tomorrow when I get up, after I've got a phone call I've got to make. I made a couple phone calls today, trying to do a couple of those per day. Get them off my list. Keep things moving in the right direction as best I can. While, not going insane. It's a fine line. Tomorrow, because I've actually got all the toys pretty much in one location, the ones that aren't, in boxes anymore. They were, now they're not. But I can actually go through and just sort them. And I do have empty totes and some of the latch tops, so and this is a possibility, if I run into a little too much in the way of aliens, to where it doesn't fit in the latch top that I have, that's likely, I can create another latch top. Yes, I can. Oh yes, I can. And I've got 5 pink totes, 5 on the corner there, that are long term. They're nothing that I need to necessarily get into here. They're for some of the stuff that I was going to decorate, my man cave or whatever you want to call it. And since we're not doing any of that at this point, we're just kind of trying to get done and then go wherever it is we're going. Arkansas, Colorado, I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't need to get into those. You know what I mean? So I can just pack them as is, and that frees up like front row space for the crafting stuff and whatnot that I might be getting into over the next year as a form of stress relief. This shelf over here where I have this one lone pink tote and a bunch of other debris, that is probably going to be crafting and or like scratch stuff, because with Pix wanting to do some of that stuff too for like her Monster High, and the fact that if we don't maintain some sort and type, some tort of artisticness, hobbies, whatnot, we will in fact go mad, which, you know, no one wants that. Yeah, I'm going to cookie you, but you cannot stand in front of me because I cannot spontaneously create a cookie. I've got skills, but that ain't one of them. Jerky time. Good, go. Okay, Queenie showed up for cookie time. There you go, babe. Okay. So, tomorrow, once I've had my coffee, so that was the right time to drink some water and roadblock. I know, Acorn's being a bit of a jerk. There you go. Ooh, good job. I still have all 5. You already got your cookie. Calm down. Come rushing over like, oh, where's mine? We've already done this. So get my admin stuff done, enjoy my coffee, and then sort. Which, cool. Honestly, that part of it is a project that I've wanted to be able to do literally 4 years. Not 4 years, but 4 years. Just getting my own toys organized. Mind you, grand scheme of things, I'd much rather just be organizing my own crap than dealing with this particular brand of nonsense. Oi! Uh-huh. But insert whining comment here, you know. It is annoying though. I mean, for perspective, June, July, we are 14 months in. So any of those things you read online where people say about how, you know, their uncle died and they spent 5 years de-hoarding the person's house or whatever, I am here to tell you that's not unreasonable. If they were in fact hoarders, yep. Yep. Oh, that's good. But thinning the herd over here. So I'm going to keep my Among Us figures out, at least the little ones. Got. Ooh. Makes a neat farting sound. I've got one of the ship. I'm going to leave a couple of the medium ones out too. Just some figures that I'm going to probably still have out. So, stepped on Janus. I start thinning the herd over here too, as far as like my Doctor Who. I already put a bunch of Star Wars figures away. I'm still going to do what I do over here, but kind of scaling it back a little bit. I'm going to do something with Cybermen this time around, because I got the Cyber Throne and all that. I got 7 or 8 figures sitting there. And I pulled out my Cyber Army. What I've got is probably another 10 or 12 figures there. So, because I was kind of curious what I have going on. Probably about 20 Cybermen. I'm not sure what's happening there. Tiny maybe grabbing a shower before bed. But I already put away all my Centaurans. Probably got 15 plus Centaurans too. Autons are the things that I definitely, other than Dialects, because I've got a whole bunch of different Dialects. Autons I've probably got 25 or 30. So one of these days I'm going to do like a shopping mall diorama up there. And it was a Christmas episode I think they did. Is that Eccleston? Yeah, it was the first episode, wasn't it? From the reboot. Rose? That was Autons, right? Been a while. I think we're going to do some kind of shopping mall thing. That seems like a lot of fun to do. Excuse me. Like a Christmas diorama. Do a Christmas set with, mannequins gone wild. Maybe throw some unit in there. That could be fun. Tennant, maybe Smith. I don't know. Figure it out. And I've got every Doctor but the last one. It was actually something I looked through some of my stuff today too while I was doing some, because I already sorted a bit. But I had that thought of, do I actually have a first Doctor? I do. There's a real shortage of companions for the early Doctors. I'm hoping they work on that. Maybe with Doctor Who kind of being in hiatus while they're figuring out, while they're getting a new studio. So right now it's been, how do they call it? Put out to tender, I think. Which I know some people are freaking out about. Oh, they've canceled it. It's absolutely not. It's been explained in a couple of different, like, Doctor Who fan channels. Being put out to tender apparently is like the American equivalent of studio shopping. BBC still owns the rights. They're just looking for a studio to actually take the gig, basically. They're studio shopping. That's all they're doing. Because Bad Wolf, Russell T. Davis, they parted ways. Parting of the ways. So, looking for a new showrunner. But while there's a hiatus, because we're probably looking at, a year or two before we see any more Doctor Who of anything. Maybe they will keep putting out figures from, because a Susan figure would be pretty cool. I still would like a Jamie and a Zoe. I still want a Liz Shaw. I mean, but they just put out a Tegan figure after all these years too. So if they're going to concentrate there for a minute, okay, cool. Give me a Nyssa, give me an Adric, give me a Turlo. The character Turlo, it just annoys me. Such a whiny character. Kill the doctor. Really annoying. I mean, Adric could be pretty whiny too, but Turlo. Either be the assassin for the Black Guardian, or don't. This. Very disappointing. But yeah, they gave us a Tegan figure last year, this year. Looks really good. Looks really good. I want to say she's in the outfit that she's wearing from, is it Revelation of the Daleks? It's the one where she leaves. The Daleks have like a time tunnel to Earth, and they're attempting an invasion thing, and Tegan finally has had enough of the killing and the war and all that, and she's on Earth in 1986 or whatever, and just like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Which, yeah, I get it. But she's wearing like a leather skirt and a white top with like color swatches on it. I want to say that's what she was wearing there. I'd love to see it if they come out with a second figure. I would love to see them actually do her stewardess costume, the lavender with the hat and everything. I mean, talk about a classic look. It's the first thing we see her in as she's trying to get to work, and her aunt meets up with the master, and it's just definitely not the day she was expecting from that point forward. Good stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping since they gave us a Tegan, they'll probably work on a Nyssa. That'd be swell. That'd be real swell. Just gotta go with it'd be cool from a costume standpoint, because Nyssa just almost always was wearing that kind of wine color velvet dress thing. It would be cool because she's got like matching trousers. It would be really, really, really cool if the skirt came off so that she could basically be in either outfit. That would be swell. I don't know if they'll do that or not, but that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, she doesn't have to have her Terminus costume. It would be like fan service. We're grown-ups here, it's cool. Tired. Real progress, though. I completely re-messed up the garage, but when I put the puzzle pieces back together again, it will have created even more space, and my garbage will be organized for the first time in ever. That's pretty cool. I mean, once the stuff from like the attic at George gets here, okay. Because I've got totes of Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who up in the attic. But with that stuff being towards the front because of what I'm going to be doing, it won't be, it'll be what I'm about to do now. It'll be, okay, all three of my Doctor Who totes. Let's take a look, see what's in them. You know, do I care? Do I not care? Because I've got a bunch of mint and box stuff from when we were running the shop. Because we were kind of the only shop in town that actually ordered the Doctor Who stuff. Because we had a competitor and another shop that was kind of could be competition, but they were pretty far away. Our shop was in Bradenton. There was a shop in Sarasota. The shop in Sarasota didn't really do anything with like the UK import stuff. No, not their thing. But we did. So because of that, people came to the shack because I'm looking for Doctor Who stuff. The other guys don't carry it, but you do. So I'm here for some figures. I'm here for some Who stuff. You know. And of course, when you're running a shop, if you actually like what you're doing, some of the inventory comes home with you. You know, that's just kind of the way of it. So I've got at least 3 medium totes, maybe more, of Doctor Who figures, and most of them are in box. Here's the thing, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not collecting just for the sake of collecting. I'm collecting for the sake of playing. So if it's a figure that I want that I don't already have, because I may already have it, if it's a figure that I don't already have, it's coming out of the box and going in one of the plastic bins with no remorse. If it is a figure that I either already have or don't care, eBay, here I come. There's a chance that the clamshells will be a little yellowed or orange because of the heat from the attic and all that. But, you know, we're talking some Series 1, Series 2, Series 3 Doctor Who figures from, 2010, whenever they Underground Toys first really started doing them, because we were ordering them very nearly from the beginning. So, I got some stuff you're probably not going to be able to, well, you can find anything on the internet, but stuff that's a little bit more rare to find, in box. So that's not like, look at me. That's I know what I have, and I know that there's going to be value if I actually decide to sell it on eBay, which, cool. We're trying to get rid of stuff and or raise revenue, because we're not staying here. Moving is going to be very expensive. And I put it this way to somebody, and they were like, I think it was even Pix. It was like, that's a pretty stark way of putting it. But I think it was her mom that I mentioned this to, and the more she thought about it, the more she's like, yeah, you kind of right. I said, wherever we move to, we're basically going to be moving to the place where we will die. It sounds pretty heavy, right? But we're not. We're planning on building or buying existing something nice that we're happy with, that isn't something that we were forced into or whatnot, for once. And we're not planning on moving after that. That's kind of this is it. Because at that point we're going to be, both of us, pushing 60. I don't want to reload a truck and start over, in Oregon at the age of, 68 or something like that. I really don't want to. I'll go where my path takes me, but that's not the intention. We're planning on building our estate, stabilize it, make it cool, so that the next generation, and not Riker and Data, but you get me, something that'll last, something that isn't 4,000 square feet jam-packed full of bullshit, Man, do not do this to your kids. Begging you. For them, I'm begging you. Yeah, I'm gonna go take that shower. Must do laundry. I don't want to do the laundry now because if it sits in the washer all night, it might get musty. So I'll just do it in the morning. Like I said, I've got utilities, whatnot. I'll be all right. I can't go full dress, but I've got utilities. It'll be on my list of things to do first thing because, yeah. Got a lot done. I was really hoping it would rain though, because I want to check the alcove and see where I'm wet and where I'm not, but it did not rain. So, because that will answer a lot of questions as to what can I get away with out here. Pull the plastic shelving in. It's a whole big thing. I went over it yesterday. If you weren't paying attention in class, I can't help you. But yeah, no, we're one brick. Today, honestly, I got a second brick in there. Yeah. Feel good about it. My body's letting me know that I did that too. A lot of bending, stooping, lifting. My back is like, Marcus, we should talk about this thing that you've done. Maybe you shouldn't. No, I'll be right. Hot shower helps square that. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Enjoy my coffee for a minute. Go get wet. Remember, check out my OnlyFans. One of my friends is like, you've got to stop saying that. People are really probably somebody out there is going to search. You know what? I hid the page really, really well because you got to be careful what circulates online. So, but it's on there. Just keep looking. I'm gonna get a text about that in a couple days. Marcus, stop it. It's scary up here. I know. It's okay. So, yeah. Get wet, fall over, watch some Doctor Who. I think we're doing Greatest Show in the Galaxy tonight. It looks bizarre, and there are clowns. Alright, so, hug your parents. Hug your kids. Ignore the video game behind the curtain. Do your one brick, two if you can make it work. Make it a great day.